Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there to go for a Raven first.
That's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. He's going to lose 7 downs, give him 17 on that game.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Devin Duvernay from 19 yards away. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tucker with the extra point. And makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bridgewater and the Jets come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater over the middle, complete to Judy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Multiple players combined for the team's first sack of the game. And the Jets send out a Braden man to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at about the 28. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Throw right side, Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Three yards remain for 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. they're going to run a little pop pass here. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the air. Down from the other way. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson. Open man right side is Tony. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Jackson now. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 31 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. To throw, Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
In motion right is Wilson. Throwing is Bridgewater. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. And the whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. Bridgewater. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive,
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Jackson steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kadarius Toney, 30 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Can we score?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. All again on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Bridgewater quickly out to Judy. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. The 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just know that for this team to advance, they have to get a big performance from this unit. To this point, they delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly pulled up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He finds Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. To the air again with Bridgewater. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now Bridgewater. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the... So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punt around now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And here's a very low line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. David able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them. That ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught by Judy. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Jermaine Johnson able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss. And it takes us to 4th down as well. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball.
Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so.